So we've got a nice little dead-end street here, which is where our house is located, 17 Edith. We're just gonna do a nice little tour. Now this would be what would be considered like an investment property. So we're just gonna look at some key observations about the house as we're kind of going through. This is a front entrance, and to be honest, I don't really mind this stuff over here, all right? Now, coming in through the front, open up that door. Yeah, it's not a bad little living space over here. You can see that they had at some point put in some newer floors. Now, keep in mind that this would be a property that's used as like a rental or something like that. So we're just gonna do some bedrooms here. This is bedroom number 1. Now, this was actually not even initially part of the floor plan. Walk into the kitchen, which is a pretty decent size. This is actually gonna be an eat-in kitchen. Now, what I like about this is that they've actually taken the time to put in new cabinetry. Now, this is not like a high-end countertop, but it is pretty sturdy and it will hold up through at least a couple tenants throughout the property. You've got the microwave, the range over here, nice little glass door cabinets, and then the sink is right in front of the window, so it looks pretty good. Now, keep in mind, with this being an eat-in kitchen, this fridge is gonna be standing out like a sore thumb. There might be some other places you could potentially put that, but we're gonna jump into the bathroom right now. So the bathroom is actually gonna be a stand-up shower. You got the toilets down here, nice little vanity, and some side storage on the wall here. Looks like they did tile all the way back in there, which is fine. And a little window. All right, so because this is a property that does not have a basement, okay, you can see that here. And then they did tuck the mechanicals back in here. You got the hot water tank and the HVAC system, as well as the electrical panel. So just so you know, any of the mechanicals on this house, you're gonna be servicing them right here. That bad boy is a little bit older and probably needs to be replaced sooner rather than later. First floor mechanicals. You can go ahead and let us know in the comments. We're gonna venture upstairs right now. I do enjoy that this staircase actually kind of, I don't know if it's a selling point to me, but I do enjoy the presentation here, that it allows the space to be a little bit more open because they've got the banister here. In a lot of houses, you'll see some type of connecting wall coming down here, and then it kind of closes off that space. Going up the stairs, little dog leg to the left. And we are going to work into the first bathroom, okay? So the bathroom up here, and it actually has a full tub. At some point, they may have had a shower put in here with like a little dividing wall, but they chopped it at some point just to make it feel a little bit more spacious in here. No problems with that. Large storage right there. You got the toilet. Bedroom number 2. Keep in mind that these ceilings are actually slanted and there are no lights hanging from the ceiling, which is fine because ultimately, and I think this functions as a closet in here. It's super dark in there. Ultimately, as long as you plug it into the walls, then the switch will operate that, okay? A lot of older houses have that. Heading into bedroom number 2, a little bit more light in here. You notice the slant of the ceiling, okay? And that's gonna be heading up towards the front of the house. There are string lights, which are somewhat of a popular, just a popular modification in a lot of rental units. But I also did notice in here that does have some form of light, which would go here. Just watch out for the light bulb, making sure that it does not go into the door. And room number 4, okay? Pretty spacious, actually. This would be considered the master bedroom, and it's actually the only room in here that does have a closet, okay? So typically with the ceiling so low, you probably wanna put something like a bed over here in this corner, just so that it kind of fits the best. Overall, not too bad. It's hard to find a 4-bedroom unit. Once again, with the light fixtures above the doors, just watch out for that. It is hard to find a 4-unit or a 4-bedroom that has 2 baths. Now these are full-size baths. All right, you've got the shower, you've got the tub inside of this house, which really creates a lot of living space. You know, you can accommodate a lot of people in here. We're gonna step back outside. Now, outside the house, we'll go along here. Obviously, you got the garbage. Okay, little fenced off area in the back. It's fully enclosed. And then the rear entrance of the house. I did leave that open, so we'll come back there and close it off. And this is just a little patio. Now I wanted to step out here and kind of bring you to the perimeter of the lot, give you a little cut in on the angle here so you can see it. There's room for potential here. You could have a grill out here, you could have a picnic table, whatever it is. Right here, just as an investor, I think this is an interesting choice here for the wood deck. And we can open this up here, but you know, keep in mind that this is actually a garage that is on joists here, and that's going to be right on top of you can see the rocks down in there and a little bit of dirt. Open up the garage here so you guys have a chance to see it. Okay, pretty standard. It looks like part of the garage was raised, which tells me that at some point they extended the structure. So nice little 2-car garage. I mean, all things to be considered, there's a lot of storage in here, which is good. So I like the fact that you've got some space in the garage. You got good space inside the house. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. And we'll kind of head back in towards this house on the inside here. All right, so back in the kitchen space. Now, if I was a tenant living here, I'd probably be looking at doing one of 2 things. I'd maybe consider moving a table into this area here. Just kind of be cognizant, maybe like a little half moon table here by the window. That could work well with the space just because you do have the counters that are giving it ample counter space, but also kind of eating into the center of the room here. Not a big deal. I think whoever moves in here definitely is going to be enjoying the first floor washer dryer, and maybe some type of consideration towards kind of covering this up. Whether you put in a little faux wall, an accordion door, something like that, just to try and help make this look a little bit more presentable. I don't know if it will matter too much to the landlord, but I think just for habitability for the tenants, that would be important, okay? Now, not every rental unit does come with the washer and dryer, which I thought is nice. Not every rental unit has 2 bedrooms or 2 bathrooms. And having the variety of washer and dryer down here on the first floor with the bathroom makes it really convenient for whoever's living here on the first floor. I could see some stools over here with this countertop. We've got a nice view of the entertainment, which would be happening over here. You've got the living room, maybe like a couch over in this way, but you know, just take a moment to appreciate the fact that this actually has a pretty high ceiling here. This house is currently listed for $165,000. I'd love to hear at this video's end what you think this property may be worth, okay? This is something that you don't see in a lot of houses, and it's something that I think kind of makes this special. You've got the first master bedroom on the first floor. You've got the common area here. You've got the kitchen right there, the bathroom right on the other side. The heart of the home is this space right here. Whether you're hanging out with friends, whether you're hanging out with your family, there's life, there's energy, there's conversation that happens here. This is my favorite part of the house. Right here, standing on the threshold of the door and looking in and seeing people that I know, friends that I love. You've got the comfort of your home. You've got food that's cooking in the kitchen. And if you are someone who does a lot of cooking for your family, you understand the importance of feeling like this space is actually, it's a part of the house, that you're not isolated off in the corner, but you can actually be a part of what's going on. You could be in here cooking and turn around. You could be in here cooking, whatever it is you're making, pasta, spaghetti, ravioli, I don't know, and turn around and catch something on the TV. You know, if you're in Buffalo, that's going to be for the Bills. Go Bills, all right? For all my fans out there, I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough. If you're interested in seeing a little bit more from the perspective of like an investor, you know, we haven't even really gotten into some of the different things in terms of what you should be looking for, but I will tell you investing is the way to go. It is probably a much better way to generate wealth for your family if you can just buy something and hold it for a long time. But keep on using a home equity loan or something like that to purchase your next house and never sell. That's the secret hidden rule of real estate investing, is never sell. You can sell, obviously, but make sure that the timing is right and the opportunity is perfect. Thanks for watching. Watch out for more video content like this coming your way. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is Marshall Brady with eXp Realty. If you're an investor, you want to get started in real estate investing, or looking for a first-time home, second-time home, you want to sell your home, I'd be more than happy to help you. I'm here to be a resource. If you have any questions about the market or process for real estate, I want to be a resource and a guide for you and your family. Have a great day. All the love, all the respect for you. Thank you for tuning in. 17 Edith today. That's in Tonawanda. And I hope you guys enjoy this little home show. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video.